Now we're going to design another logic for our standby, our diesel generator. We're going to design logic for our diesel generator, but it's essentially the same. So what we're going to do is to transcopy this and paste here. Exactly the same, identical, it's the same logic, the same principle, the same component, the same connection, the same diagram. All right. So that is what we have. So we change this to standby. So this is standby. This logic is now standby. The same way. Pay attention, please. What we have here is what we have here. The same component, the same connection. Exactly. Now, what we are going to do is to change the names. This one is F1. So we are changing this. Let me do that. All right. Look at what we have done. This one is the first relay we have in the circuit. So it's arrow 1. That is the first relay in our design. So if we are going to introduce another relay, making relay 2, it's going to be arrow 2. So this one now is arrow 2. Now this one is the first timer in our design, is T1. We are going to introduce another timer, it's going to be T2, and that is T2 here. Now this is the first contactor in the logic. So if you are going to introduce a second contactor, it's going to be T2, K2. This is K1 and this is K2. Okay. All right. So even in your termination, your own real life design, that is how you label your contactors and label your timers. You're going to do labeling. Okay. All right. You're going to buy as a beginner, you are buying price tag. That particular card they normally use to tag the item price. They call it price tag. You're going to buy that card. Then you remove the tag and tag your contactor and write it K2. Okay, and tag your relay and write it arrow 1. Okay, you know what I mean by price tag. When you go to supermarket, you buy item, you see the price on the item. That particular thing, that tag, you buy it any color you want, you buy it, use it to stick on your component and they tag their names. All right. Okay, so this is the logic for this particular standby. So you're going to simulate it now. I put it on. I put it on now. Okay, it's not coming on. There's an issue here. What is the issue? We don't have neutral here. So let's put in our neutral. All right, neutral is now here. It's timing now. It's on. It's timing. It has closed. Look at the center one as closed. Center one is a standby. That is the second one. This is the mains utility. This is the genset standby. It has entered. Okay. Now, watch what will happen. All right. Let me also put on this. Just hold on. So watch what I'm going to do now. These two contactors must be interlocked so that both of them cannot be closed at the same time. And both of them cannot be on closed mode, either simultaneously or one after the other, but both of them shouldn't be on closed state. Because if that happens, here we bridge the power of these two. They are two independent power source, so they are having different in potential. They have potential different. You don't want to all of them to. You don't have two of them. You don't need two of them to have a short circuit here. So we're going to prevent that from happening. How do we go about that? We're going to introduce mechanical interlock here and also produce another one here. But because here is too small, we're going to assume that we have it already. I don't want to put it, but let's do electrical interlock. Okay. All right. Let's put electrical interlock. Check our work before. You will see the interlock. You will see the interlock. You will see how it looks like, the mechanical interlock. I also forwarded the component to you for you to see how it looks like. The interlock, how the figure where you are going to buy it in the market, how it's going to look like. So we're going to introduce mechanical interlock here. Okay. Now let's do that. Now this is the contact that we're going to use for the interlock. Okay. But the preview of the interlock is this. Let me show you how it looks like. This is the interlock we are using. This is the electrical interlock. You are going to attach this one on your contactor. On top the contactor is where you attach this. So it has a, let me show you the preview. Look at it now. This one we have normally open, normally close. Normally open, normally close. Now what are the terminals? This one is 83, 84. This one is 71, 72. This one is 61, 62. This one is 53, 54. Okay, so these are the terminal numbers. Now we're going to use 1 here. It's going to be 2. 1 will be attached to this contactor. Another one again will be attached on this contactor. Another one again is going to be 3 rather. So this 1, 2, 3 contactor, we have them. So 1 will be on top this, on top this, on top this. So all of them we have it. Okay, but you don't need to buy the big one. You're going to buy small one that has only two this way. So half of this is what you're going to provide. Half. We have 4 slots and 2 slots. And from the component I sent to you, I showed you the 2 different type of it. I posted the 4th slot and the 2 slot. The 4th slot means you're going to have 2 normally open and 2 normally close. But for 2 slots, it's going to be 1 opening and 1 close only. So I prefer you buy 1 opening and 1 close at half of this so that you save your money. Alright, so this is the electrical interlock. It's going to be attached on these contactors. Okay.